Never interrupt your enemy when he is making a mistake. History is a set of lies agreed upon. A soldier will fight long and hard for a bit of colored ribbon. Religion is what keeps the poor from murdering the rich. Impossible is a word to be found only in the dictionary of fools. Death is nothing, but to live defeated and inglorious is to die daily. In politics, stupidity is not a handicap. History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon. A leader is a dealer in hope. Women are nothing but machines for producing children. Victory belongs to the most persevering. The strong man is the one who is able to intercept at will the communication between the senses and the mind. The best cure for the body is a quiet mind. If you want a thing done well, do it yourself. You must not fight too often with one enemy, or you will teach him all your art of war. Water, air, and cleanness are the chief articles in my pharmacy. Glory is fleeting, but obscurity is forever. The battlefield is a scene of constant chaos. The winner will be the one who controls that chaos, both his own and the enemy's. Men are moved by two levers only, fear and self-interest. 4 hostile newspapers are more to be feared than 1,000 bayonets. If you wish to be a success in the world, promise everything, deliver nothing. I can no longer obey, I have tasted command, and I cannot give it up. Great ambition is the passion of a great character. Those endowed with it may perform very good or very bad acts. All depends on the principles which direct them. There are only 2 forces in the world, the sword and the spirit. In the long run, the sword will always be conquered by the spirit. To do all that one is able to do is to be a man. To do all that one would like to do is to be a god. Imagination rules the world. There is no such thing as accident. It is fate misnamed. Men are more easily governed through their vices than through their virtues. A true man hates no one. The first virtue in a soldier is endurance of fatigue. Courage is only the second virtue. Soldiers generally win battles. Generals get credit for them. Nothing is more difficult, and therefore more precious, than to be able to decide. 10 people who speak make more noise than 10,000 who are silent. The people to fear are not those who disagree with you, but those who disagree with you and are too cowardly to let you know. An army marches on its stomach. Power is my mistress. I have worked too hard at her conquest to allow anyone to take her away from me. Music is the voice that tells us that the human race is greater than it knows. Ability is nothing without opportunity. There is only one step from the sublime to the ridiculous. What is history but a fable agreed upon? From the heights of these pyramids, 40 centuries look down on us. Courage is like love. It must have hope for nourishment. If I had to choose a religion, the sun as the universal giver of life would be my God. The surest way to remain poor is to be an honest man. Take time to deliberate, but when the time for action has arrived, stop thinking and go in. He who knows how to flatter also knows how to slander. One must change one's tactics every 10 years if one wishes to maintain one's superiority. I am sometimes a fox and sometimes a lion. The whole secret of government lies in knowing when to be the one or the other. In politics, never retreat, never retract, never admit a mistake. A man will fight harder for his interests than for his rights. The truest wisdom is a resolute determination. It is the cause, not the death, that makes the martyr. There is one kind of robber whom the law does not strike at, and who steals what is most precious to men, time. He who fears being conquered is sure of defeat. It requires more courage to suffer than to die. The best way to keep one's word is not to give it. Doctors will have more lives to answer for in the next world than even we, generals. There are only two forces that unite men, fear and interest. The torment of precautions often exceeds the dangers to be avoided. It is sometimes better to abandon oneself to destiny. Religion is excellent stuff for keeping common people quiet. One should never forbid what one lacks the power to prevent. Throw off your worries when you throw off your clothes at night. If they want peace, nations should avoid the pricks that precede cannon shots. The extent of your consciousness is limited only by your ability to love and to embrace with your love the space around you and all it contains. A constitution should be short and obscure. We must laugh at man to avoid crying for him. When small men attempt great enterprises, they always end by reducing them to the level of their mediocrity. The Battle of Austerlitz is the grandest of all I have fought. France has more need of me than I have need of France. Public opinion is the thermometer a monarch should constantly consult. Men take only their needs into consideration, never their abilities. A revolution can be neither made nor stopped. The only thing that can be done is for one of several of its children to give it a direction by dint of victories. With audacity one can undertake anything, but not do everything. Among those who dislike oppression are many who like to oppress. I love power, but it is as an artist that I love it. I love it as a musician loves his violin, to draw out its sounds and chords and harmonies. A revolution is an idea which has found its bayonets. A man cannot become an atheist merely by wishing it. Ambition never is in a greater hurry than I. It merely keeps pace with circumstances and with my general way of thinking. The great proof of madness is the disproportion of one's designs to one's means. The herds seek out the great, not for their sake but for their influence, and the great welcome them out of vanity or need. The human race is governed by its imagination. You must not fear death, my lads, defy him, and you drive him into the enemy's ranks. The act of policing is, in order to punish less often, to punish more severely. Riches do not consist in the possession of treasures, but in the use made of them,